Okay, so I'm on the play. You're already recording, right?
Yes,
Awesome.
and just let me know when you
Yeah, me too.
start.
Me too.
Oh, you started?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so let's see. Do I want to keep this? It seems kind of risky. That is better. And then we'll bottom that. Well, I suppose we should probably introduce each other to each other's audiences.
That makes
I'm
sense.
known as Gus the Unglued on the internet. I run the Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons channel, Old Gods Gaming, which you can probably find a link below in the description of both of our respective videos. We're playing a very informal sort of Pauper tournament that just sort of popped up on Reddit, so that should be fun. And now I'll leave it away to my opponent to do similar introductions.
Okay, so I'm Appa. I also started recording my games and such a bit ago. I'm not huge on the content creation kind of thing, but I enjoy it so far. So yeah, I just try recording my games and try to give something to the audience by explaining my plays and everything like that. So that's mostly my game, I guess.
Fair. Let's land. We'll cycle that away.
Nice choice of basics, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I admittedly, I got kind of lucky because I started my MTGO account at the time where those were. Um,
Oh,
Trinket Mage. He's a fun card in Commander.
yeah, super fun.
But yeah, I there's one thing for whatever else you might have that you might critique Throne of Eldraine for, like the art was very on point in my opinion.
Oh yeah, this planes, sorry, this one that is on top is awesome. I really like that art.
Yeah,
I dislike the border. I prefer the old border, but the art on those
that's
are
fair.
on point. Yeah.
Let's see. I think we pass here.
Sure.
So are you do you brew your own decks or you just go more with at least like in generally on not specifically for this game, but like um do you when you play, do you prefer to play decks that you've brewed yourself or ones that you've found on a meta list like on MTG Goldfish or something like that?
Well, a bit of both actually. I had my time kind of building my decks, but at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, I really like to build upon other decks. So there is a lot
Okay,
of work that they done on that front too. I'm going to.
that's
This
fair.
is
Sort of
kind of
just
a
tinkering
weird.
around with.
Yeah, yeah. I had a lot of work doing like uh, improving meta decks and
Mhm.
having success with that. That was pretty fun. I think I'm going to go with these two here. I'm actually going to play this.
Oh, okay, nice.
So I haven't had time to watch what you play in Pauper. I saw
Mm.
that you have like Pauper and Commander videos. So what's your yeah, your game plan there? You enjoy playing like meta decks
That's fair.
or?
Well, admittedly, I do tend more towards commander content, at least between those two, just because I've been most of the time that I've been playing Magic has been playing commander. I started sort of with uh, playing modern legal like kid decks. I played standard a bit, but
Mhm.
then from there, uh, when I was in I started playing Magic when I was in college, and one of the sort of big formats, at least, I don't know if it was just expanding sort of in a global or uh, general sense, but I definitely, around where I was, it was a very regionally popular, at the very least, at the time I was playing. Um,
Yeah.
I've picked up Commander. Sorry, not. I picked up Pauper within like the past year or so. Um, Probably like fall of 2019. Um, oh, that's unfortunate. um, I think we just take this. But yeah, for the most part, I've been trying to focus on. For Pauper, it's mostly been gameplay videos. Because for the most part, outside of like the two decks that I play well, the two decks I play, I have a crap ton of them, but they're all
Mhm.
on paper, and I haven't been really been able to play paper Magic.
Yeah, same. I have a lot of decks that are
Um,
sitting sad in the corner, you know. It's kind of unfortunate.
well, I mean, I get in games of Commander on webcam, but I haven't really seen there being a sort of paper equivalent to like the various Discord servers I've seen. Like there's a few here and there, but it's
Mm.
nothing that I'm really enamored of. Let's see, what are we gonna do here? I think we do swings. But yeah, for Pauper, it's mostly gameplay videos at the moment. I have a few like or brew videos that I'm tinkering with, but not really with any level of urgency, really. Um, okay, okay. So first, we'll do that. Ah, hmm.
Let's try to get tricky here.
Hmm. Spell starter spread, eh? Do I want to use? I'll just let it get countered. Um, Anywho, what was I saying?
um, I don't remember
I
really.
mean, fair enough. I mean, I know I was talking about like the type of videos we're doing, but yeah, we're mostly for Pauper. It's mostly gameplay, a few brews. Kind of the same thing for Commander, really. Mostly focusing on like we stream every once in a while, or I usually try and at least stream like a commander gameplay video at least once a month. Um, and I've been working on various like deck techs for some of the decks I've been playing forever. So I'm confident about sort of speaking with authority with, but I have a few decks where I've played them for at least 8 years
Well, yeah.
with I mean with changes every once in a while, but like the general gist of what the deck does hasn't really changed. Um, we do some like tabletop RPG and D&D videos. One second, just
And have you been playing like D&D on? Oh, bigger. That's cool. So have you been playing D&D on online, right? I used to play all the time, like in paper, in person, and after the quarantine here in my country, we started playing online, and it
mhm.
has been kind of okay. It's still fun, but it's not the same, you know.
Yeah. I used to play a lot online, although uh I went through a long period of time where I played a lot online, just partly due to not that schedules didn't line up to be able to play, but just it was a lot easier of an ask to be able to be like, hey, you can play from the comfort of your own home, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And for some of my players, just the logistics of getting together in one place was the more difficult part. Um, let's see. Um, but recently, really the group I've been playing with recently, I've been running them through a fifth edition adaptation of an advanced Dungeons and Dragons module called Against the Cult of the Reptile God.
Okay.
And we've been, it's funny, we got there like in the first uh, sort of region, if you will, of the final dungeon. And at that point, that's when COVID hit.
Oh.
In Yeah. So at the moment, that's sort of on hiatus. Like I even asked him like, do you want to play online? And one of my players likes playing online. Um, one of my players, it's not that they don't like it; it's just that
Sorry, I think I
like
lost you a
they
bit.
know that
Yeah.
they have like concentration issues while playing online, and
Uh,
they're not like they. We've already spent several months on this campaign. Why they feel that kind of why cheapen it by not paying as much attention to it as it sort of deserves, in their opinion.
yeah.
Um, and I'm not gonna. That is completely fine. The way I figure it is just that they'd rather wait, and that's fine by me. If nothing else, it gives me it's fine. I'd expected them to take maybe at least 2 to 4 more. Um, and basically by the time they got to where they were, I was like, oh, okay. I need to spend a weekend or two preparing some content for them to actually to put in front. I need to get some more railroad tracks to throw in front of the oncoming train. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, luckily, a lot of the stuff that I'd prepared, I've been able to. Oh, that's sad. That's unfortunate. My Mono Black deck does not have much to say to your counterspell, unfortunately.
The rest
Okay.
helps,
Spirit
but you need
combat.
to have it, you know?
Yeah. Let's see. Could double block, but I'll take that 2 for 1. Uh, some of the chittering rats. I need to get your board presence down a bit. Oh, hey,
I don't think that was a good attack with the cheating rats. I can just trade without Traven, you know?
Okay, so
Hmm.
wait a minute, I didn't order that correctly. Whatever.
Um, what do you mean? There were two Traven inspectors, so the order doesn't really matter, right?
Well, no, I'm. Never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
Uh, it's been a while. That I haven't had a grip full of removal to have enough blockers to actually divvy up combat damage.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Mono black is something. Someone always say that, right? So okay, I can
yeah,
fetch this. This should be enough to pressure you.
yeah. I mean, that is a good card in this context.
It works versus removal pretty well.
Yeah, because that would be what eight damage on board at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, only 6 of which can swing, but that's still not nothing. So if you don't mind my asking, because you said that you were, or at least implied that you were from, uh, like,
Yeah.
where are you from? Out of
Oh, okay,
curiosity.
okay, yeah. I'm from Argentina. I don't know if you know the place. It's way
Yeah,
down in the
yeah,
south.
yeah. It's South America on the coast. Wait, no, not. Yeah, I'm familiar with at least roughly
Yeah,
where it is.
yeah.
For
I'm from there, so my English is kind of crap, but I do what I can.
oh, your English.
Yeah,
Trust me, your English is definitely better than my Spanish. And heck, the kind of Spanish I can speak wouldn't even be the dialect that you would understand most readily.
yeah. Spanish varies a lot depending on the zone,
Yeah.
on the place. So I can hit you for a punch. Yeah, I think I'm fine
Uh,
here.
yeah. It looks like I'm up a particular body of water without a particular implement. Let's see. How do I 7 damage all told? So no matter what I choose to block with, I think we just go for blocking the largest critter.
Blocking the 0/0. Equipment are great. In terms of combat, of course. I'm going to be
Yeah,
lazy.
I'm basically just stalling to try and pull out anything. Basically anything that gains life, or maybe a pestilence wouldn't be bad in this context either. So
No, I
I'd pay
know.
the 2 life readily to basically get a decent board wipe. Um, what inevitably is going to happen is I'm going to end up drawing uh, like a sign in blood. Oh well, I mean that is help particularly much. See, I think I'm just dead on board.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue drawing cards though. Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, that's fine.
So if I equip here, you had to have like 2 removal spells or fog.
I mean,
Yeah, I think I lost you there a bit. Okay, cast down. Yeah, still it. Okay.
I am still dead. I'm just trying to make myself the least.
To not go that further into negatives.
Yeah, I mean, it in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't actually really, it's
Yeah, I'm
it
kidding
doesn't
with you.
matter, but more the principle of the thing, I guess.
Yeah.
It's ironically not a great card in this context.
I don't know what to take out now.
Here, because there's one thing when you're playing a control deck like this, you're not that familiar. Like half of it is just okay. What did I observe you play?
Yeah.
It's one thing if you're going up against something like I don't know, a known quantity, something that a meta deck, Tron, or I don't know, even like Affinity.
Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult
But
to play against Bruce. That's what you're trying to say.
yeah, or at least as a control deck. Like if you're playing a deck where it's just like regardless of what you do, I plan on just playing things out and swinging them sideways. And it's like, the game probably doesn't change that much, but in this case,
Yeah.
it might. Let's see. Hmm. Sure, I'll be on play. Hmm. That is
Oh, again? You were to 6
that
the
is
first one, no?
that is keepable, but I'm still not a.
Yeah.
It's one of those keepable hands. I'm just like, I mean, this could be better, but it also could be worse. So,
Duress. It's fine.
uh, it's interesting because from what I can see, it looks basically like it's almost like you're playing some sort of fusion of like various like metalcraft affinity decks fused with like fairies in some fashion.
Yeah. Well, you saw the. Oh, I draw the counter spell. So you saw the of one mind card. So I wanted to have more non-humans, and I was
Mm-hmm.
looking through it, and I was like, yeah, special display works great there. That's basically it. It's
Yeah,
not like it's a fairy dex, you know. I think I'm
yeah.
done
No,
with
I
this.
get you. There's one nice thing I like about Pauper. If you're willing to kind of experiment with it, and you don't necessarily mind, you know, tinkering around and not necessarily occasionally being like pub stomped by like a Tron deck or something like that. Um, it is a reasonably good format to brew in. I mean, partly just because it's the price point isn't prohibitive, um, and just the card pool is at least reasonably large.
Yeah, it's pretty large. The thing is, normally the better cards kind of stood out. So you try to play your counter spells, you try to play your preordains. So it's kind of difficult to set other cards into the meta game.
That's fair. Yeah, when you're in cards like Lightning Bolt, Preordain, what else? Brainstorm. There are a certain amount of just sort of for every for most brews, there's a certain amount of givens almost.
Yeah.
Let's see. Right, that has Undying.
Oh yeah.
Oh well.
You could have attacked. The Stormo guys can block creatures without flying. So if you wanted to, you could have.
Right, reading the card explains the card.
Yeah.
I'm good at this, I swear. uh,
um,
Monster.
what do you want to do here? I think I'm going to. Yeah,
Non-human creature.
just pass.
Oh, that's cool.
Dead. Hmm.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I suppose, but
Okay.
I know. I was just like, I mean, I suppose. I guess I'll play another Tendrils. Uh,
um. Yes. Let's do this.
yeah, that'll happen. Um,
Um. Even this. I think I'm going to fetch this one. I love Trinket Mage. It's so fun to play. You have so many options.
okay, MTGO. I'm calling hacks. Um,
Shuffler bag. Shuffler bag. Yeah,
Uh,
I've drawn so many cards this game. I'm very happy.
oh, that's been a game where you've just been able to play a fair amount of stuff. Yeah, agreed. I do like. Oh, hey, that's like not
If you have
that.
the fifth, I'm going to leave here. That would not be.
uh, that's that is fair. Not quite, but
See if I spike a spell stutter. That would be awesome. Okay, I did.
okay.
If you have the removal now, that would be backbreaking. But
Blue counter magic, the bane of this deck's existence.
yeah,
I mean, one good thing is you. While I am on a clock, it's not a particularly fast one at the moment.
no.
I might hopefully build that, you know, top deck into something, anything. Definitely not tendrils though. Um,
Let's hope not. Two mana, draw three. Not bad.
okay, it's not. Oh well. Ho hum. Uh,
Oh, well, you're not drawing that at least. Fear the power of my one ones. Want to see a neat trick with Squadron Hawks? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I love
oh,
so
because
much
it
drawing
resets your
cards.
brainstorm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love so much drawing cards. This is so unnecessary and awesome at the same time. Um, yeah, I guess I play another one.
I mean, unnecessary and awesome should just be the tagline of every Eternal format.
Yeah.
How would you best describe vintage? Well, most of it's kind of uh unnecessary dunking and oh hey, that the second counter spells what hurt. Like the first one I was like, okay, I have a means.
Yeah.
I have a thing. But that let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 2-turn clock's looking pretty good at this point for you.
Yeah.
I think at this point it's pestilence or bust.
Pretty much. I should have saved the counter spell for that actually.
I mean, fair. Although you at this point you've got me in a like that. I'm definitely losing
The race.
let's see. Do I do that now or later?
Ooh. I wonder what it is. I didn't do the math. I think it's lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Okay. Ah, okay.
It was a swamp.
Okay. Well, GG's. Yeah, it didn't look like a great matchup for you. I had like card draw and counter spells and dorky creatures that don't care about Chainer's Edict, so it's kind of difficult for
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't even bother citing in my Chainer's Edict. I was
Uh, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look good.
I cited in tendrils because I was just like, I am going to need a life gain buffer, and I mean, I sure as heck got it. The I saw all 4 copies of tendrils, but I
Yeah.
also would have preferred a board state. Actually, would have been nice that game.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Any
uh,
blocker would have saved you a couple of turns, even more probably than the tendrils. That's the issue
yeah,
with removal, you know. It's like, yeah, I remove you, dude, but it already drew a card, already did its job, and you don't have anything to block. So this dorky one is
yeah,
going to hit you for 5 or something, and it's going to be difficult. So yeah. Well, thank you so much for the
yeah.
games, man.
Oh
A
yeah, no
pleasure
problem.
to play versus you.
Yeah, if you ever wanna play again, I mean, we're friends on Discord now, so
Yeah, yeah,
just
we're friends forever. So this is Seal now.
fair enough. Well, I'll see you later. It was good talking to you and playing with you.
Yeah, same. See ya.